Okay, this one, find equation through 2 points, and I'm going to try to hit the other concepts while I'm at it. All the line related questions, and so this is going to cover more than one topic. For example, parallel lines, the two slopes are equal, and so we can phrase questions that say find a blah blah blah, a line parallel to blah 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 and has blah blah blah. So in that case it means you just grab the slope out of the referenced line. Or if they say perpendicular to the line blah blah blah, all you have to do is perpendicular means this first slope times the second slope is equal to -1. So if one slope is 2, the other one is -1/2. Or if one slope is 1/3, the other one is -3/2, and so forth. So those phrases, you say a line parallel to or a line perpendicular to, you're in this context you're just grabbing the slope out of those other lines. Okay, so what does this one say? Find an equation of a line through 2 points. Since they provide 2 points, you first find the slope. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2, and then y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, and I'm just going to multiply this by 2 because I think that it's much easier to use a fraction in this case when you're dividing by a prime number like 3, actually any number that doesn't strictly have 2's or 5's in the denominator. Any fraction that has other values in the denominator like 3, 7, 11, things like that. You're going to get repeating decimals, and then you have accuracy issues. So in this case it's better to just stick with the fraction. Okay, then you have all different options now, but I'm going to just show you y equals mx plus b. But again, there are other line formulas and you're welcome to use any of them. I don't care how you solve the problem. I'm going to stick with this point as a plug-in, so I'm going to use this is my x and this is my y and this is my m, and then I'm going to find b. So x is -2, m is -7/6, b is what we want to know, and y is 4. Okay? And so we have 4 is equal to 14/6 plus b, which is 7/3. So this is 12/3. So b must be 5/3. Okay? So we have y equals mx plus b, and a very common student error is to not bother to put all your pieces back together once you've found everything you need to find. And this is a common student error at all levels, not just introductory mathematics, so you're in good company if you make that mistake, but please don't make that mistake. The instructions also said to plot on the Cartesian axis. For the purpose of my course, I want you to make sure, and unless I otherwise state, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this value to be either above or below the axis as required, and then I'm looking to see whether you know the slope is positive, negative, or 0. So I have my y-intercept above the axis, and then I have a downward facing line, and as long as you label everything correctly, I'm really happy with that. I did not request this intercept here, so it's totally fine with me. This would be acceptable. It's minimalist, but that is the minimal amount you would need to write for credit. If I were you, I would probably feel hesitant to leave this unmarked, so I'd go ahead and solve for it. Okay? So I would say something like 0 equals -7/6x plus 5/3 and solve. So this is the same as 7/6x equals 10/6, or 7x equals 10, x equals 10/7. So I would just solve for that, but it's not required. Okay? That's all you need to do.